this man!
Hello everyone. My microphone is a bit away. Okay. Whew. How are you today? What are you doing today? Other than obviously hearing me, if you are hearing me. Maybe you're a bot, I don't know. I never know. But yeah. Ah man. What a ride we have had these days. And I don't only mean in the fandom menace, I mean everywhere. The Snyder Cut. The whole debacle, I made a video about it. And then these hit pieces kept appearing. And finally, there's some tracking to the source. So we may speak about it a bit. It is a weird situation right now. There's a lot of parties wanting us gone. But I don't think we should go anywhere. We should stay. We should do whatever we please. Why? Only because there's nothing else to do. At this point, we know we lost. We know what happened. We know the casualties we had suffered. Exactly because of that, there's a chance of doing things right. At least we know what's going on. We understand the situation. It's more than a lot of people can tell. Whatever we do, however this goes, there needs to be a change. We need to do something, anything. And I currently don't know what to do. I'm not that good of a strategist. I'm not good of a strategist at all. But, and I'm trying to set the window with data eraser on it. I want you to look at this. Oh, wait a second. I need to be able to watch the stream statistics. So there, and there. Okay. If you haven't seen what the hell is going on, the quartering was targeted by SJW weirdos, the same that went for a big piece against Nerdotic, Geeks and Gamers, so on and so forth. And I haven't shared this, right? I haven't. So yeah. Tweet it. But yeah, that's the whole point of the situation. We can see who they are thanks to Data Eraser. We can know for a fact what's going on thanks to Data Eraser. So the Writing Ripley podcast trying to the platform Star Wars YouTuber is being run by Raylo SJWs. Katie, even though it's public information, these guys are not smart. They like to get dirty. So don't give them ammunition. Don't make them feel like they have something. But this is public information by now, so it doesn't matter. She says the Last Jedi haters' opinion are violent, have damaged her mental health, and she fears for her life because fans criticize a movie. That's the main takeout from here. Fans criticize a movie, her fifis get hurt, drama ensues. Ethan Van Sciver is being targeted, and you know that Eraser. He will keep coming, so let's check a bit. Aided by ideas of over 1 million tweets and 1K subscriber video, this is a full story of an alt-right radicalization. You know, that about us being radical, I love it. I have always wanted to be radical since the 90s, man. Dude, that's awesome. From designated white supremacists and hate group to YouTubers, this is how hate attacked the Star Wars sequel trilogy and won. Won? What are you talking about? The sequel trilogy is canon. Disney is set on that course to an iceberg. They have passed the iceberg, they are in the bottom of the ocean, and right now they are digging so they can go deeper. So what the fuck are you talking about, lady? Just saying. Well, I'm just saying. Yeah. And they got a team YouTube involved and everything. What a bunch of low life fuck it fuckers. Yeah. Hey, look at who's mixing this. Mitchell Buckman, writer, runs social media, Star Wars, cinephile, 30-something, mostly tweeting about old movies, and Paul Thomas Anderson. Views are my own, not my employees. No my employers. Hey, Liam Nelson's chin, how are you, man? Good to have you here. I'm laughing at this, to be honest. Dude, this is a bunch of crap. This girl is part of the bunch of jackasses that are attacking us. She runs the social media for Star Wars. And when I say it is Disney that is doing this, some people say, maybe not. It is. Oh, I'm in a good mood. Okay, this pisses me off when I say it. But then again, they are Raylos, they are SJWs. This is not that much of a deal. It was before the quartering got into action with legal ramifications for these twats. And it makes me angry that they are attacking people that I consider they are the source of the community that has given me a place to be. They are the elders of this community in one way or another. So people going after them, it makes me angry. You need to understand a real sense of community, not what these people think community is. The real sense of community is these people are part of my life. These people help me, work with me. I owe them loyalty. I owe them respect. Maybe not fidelity, maybe not You are not obligated to work for them. But if you get into a community and the elders are there, you pay respect. It's something simple that you need to do in every situation. Because it helps. It helps. Knowing your place helps you do things right. And that is something that you can learn a lot by working in a bunch of crap jobs. Because you don't feel like you are part of that community, and as soon as you feel outside of that community, you will start slacking off, doing shit. That is losing respect. And if you lose respect, the community falls apart. So what do? You keep respect. That sounds simplistic, I know. But humanity is simplistic at its core. We are a bunch of chimpanzees, bald and naked, running around with AK-47s. What a world. What a world. And this keeps coming. This Pablo Hidalgo is looking at this from the perspective of, ooh, this is gonna be fun. Or is he involved more deeply in the situation? We don't know. We don't know, we cannot know. But at least we know a bit of the people that are associated with all this shit. Last year, Lucasfilm's social media manager put out a call for data analysis to help her make this fandom better. She was into to Katie and made connections with the other SJW data scientists who have tried to deplatform the fandom menace of YouTube. This was all very suspect. Yeah. This girl hates us. Let her hate us, to be honest. But yeah, it is actually Disney and Lucasfilm who are against us. What's coming next? I have no idea. I have no idea at all. I guess we will be hitting our heads with a brick wall. We are fighting against Disney. We are not fighting against the Fun Fun house. So if shit gets intense, shit gets intense. At this point, we cannot run. I'm part of the blockchains. I'm part of the whole shit. So you know what? I'm in the database. I'm part of the problem. I'm part of the solution. I will be fighting this. I will be fighting this because I want to slap them in their faces. I'm fighting this how? By calling their bullshit out. That's all we can do. And let me get again into monitor mode. And yes, this just keeps coming. Dude, your names are part of your brand, are part of your social media. You cannot run from what you put out. You know, people know my name, my last name, they know where I live. This is information I have made public. There's people like Vigilante Williamson and Cecil. They cover their faces because they don't want to be recognized. They don't want to be associated with what's going on outside of the persona they are acting as. Hey, Andrea Sebuk. Yep, Sebuk. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Ya sabes, siempre echándole para adelante. La vida está loca, pero ¿qué más le podemos hacer? Where am I from? I'm from Ecuador. From the distant Ecuador. Ah, then. God damn it. This is going to be hell because railroads can be quite persistent on attacking. By the way, I'm blocked by Rewrite Ripley. Yeah, chingon, right? Then what's the next move? I guess the quartering will keep doing the legal stuff. Things will get slowly more active. Social media will explode with a bunch of crap about us. It is what it is. I'm just saying be prepared for the shitstorm. The shitstorm is already here. And it's a big tart. It's falling down. Well, anyway. Other than that, you know what happened with the whole Justice League. And Zack Snyder is supposed to make a clarification. We are supposed to get some good information about whatever is going on. If Zack Snyder misspoke, if Zack Snyder hate the fans, whatever it is, we are supposed to find out. It doesn't take away that there are already hit pieces against geeks and gamers, and this association will bring down a lot of hate against us. No hay nada de malo con ser gringo, man. You know what? Think it this way. Most countries on the world have tried to imitate the United States one way or another. That means you are either doing something right or everybody else is stupid. And I prefer to think the former rather than the latter. And hey, Alexander Bidakovic, right? Right? I'm guessing no. Good day, man. Good to have you here. And yeah, I was saying, I have no issues. Here, everybody is welcome. The only thing why you will not be welcome is if you are willing to attack us in any way. You can, you know what? I like laughing about myself. You want to throw shit at me? You can. If you want to hate me, you can. It's okay. Okay, Alexander Vidakovic. Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Maybe I'm not. Dude, I'm an Ecuadorian with mixed race speaking on English about, at this point, internet drama, because this is no longer Well, this is a social war, to be honest, but the part that is. Hey, thank you very much, man! Amazing! Liam Nelson's chin gave me a shout out on Drunk Tripio. Man, that's awesome! Oh man. Hey, if anyone came from Drunk Tripio, hey hey! Yeah, and I'm just criticizing this bunch of ladies that are coming after us, and then Snyder. And things will get hairy. And that's why people like me, that we are the diverse part of the fandom, should be slapping them with some common sense. If they come after us, we are the minorities, we can slap them back. It is not about using the hatred and the modus operandi they use. It's about using the basis of what they are doing. Shaming others. If they are going to shame us, we are going to shame them. How? Well, there's people like me. There's people that have disabilities. There's people that have different skin tones. The more we speak out, the more when they come for us, they are falling into social politic games. We are a bunch of minorities. How dare you to attack the fandom menace? How dare you to attack us? It's a good way to counter what they are doing. What they are doing is pressuring us by throwing shit at us. Because the big faces, with the exception of Jeff from World Class Bullshitters, they are mostly white. And that's what they are using to attack us. Oh, ¿por qué hablas español? Adoro, adoro, adoro que hablen español. Por favor, apréndanlo. Please learn Spanish. Please get all the cultures you can inside of you. Multiculturalism is not about only living that culture alone. And that's something that a lot of tourists here do. They are like, oh, how wonderful, how insane. And when they go back to the United States or go back to Europe, they forget whatever they learned here. Now, if you learn a bit, take it with you. Make it yours. It's a gift from us to you. You came, you spent time, you got a bit of us in you. Welcome it. That is real multiculturalism. And that's something that SJW say, but then someone wants to make pizza and it's racist against Italians. First of all, pizza is mostly... Do you know the story of pizza is quite interesting. The pie was actually a test bread for the ovens. So every day you will get the wood or the charcoal inside the oven. You will heat it, and you had to get rid of a lot of dirt and a lot of soot, cinder, to be able to properly do your bread. So what you did is first clean up. It is hot, so you cannot do it very well. Then you will make this flat bread. It's a sacrificial bread. And sometimes, since this is something that they will eat in the family, they will eat for the breakfast, they will slap some veggies, slap a meat, maybe slap some cheese into the oven. That is the prototype of the pizza. Then it becomes a bit more elaborated thanks to the grannies. My papa used to make this, so I'm going to make it fancy for my family. You get a bit more, and then you have the white sauce pizza and the full spread sauce and cheese pizza and such. And you can trace that to Nápoles, you can trace that to Parmizia, different places. Then these people have to migrate to the United States. There's a lot of economical issues in Europe, and you have to migrate to the United States. There's a family that got a place near a iron furnace, if I'm correct, in New York. And they started doing the bread, the flat bread with some fancy things to sell to the workers, because the workers will take it in paper to the furnace, and then they will open the package and heat the pizza on the oven. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't read the exact history in a few years, so, but it was Joe's, the first pizzeria on New York. That is how pizza came to be. Why do I know that? I love the history of food. I love the history of food. I have a degree on cuisine, international cuisine, and in Ecuadorian cuisine. Fancy stuff. If you want to have a girlfriend, the best way to get to a lady's heart, cook for her. Trust me, cook for her. You can be ugly as fuck. My mug is not fancy, but I know how to cook. It's simple. It's quite simple. Make something that she enjoys, so she gets the sensation of enjoyment connected with you. Cooking is a good way to do that. Dating lessons from a guy that have gave up on dating. Interesting, right? Yeah. That was quite a detour talking about pizzas. And, well, after that, I was yesterday on Nick Weiser's channel. We are doing a podcast every Friday. It is great. I love doing the podcast with him. And we were showing off toys. A lot of toys are still with me in my desk because I'm lazy. I didn't set them again where they were supposed to go. And yeah, after the whole day, Friday Night Lights was intense. Before that, we had almost a year in a week. And I mean it, we have a year in a week. We had drama, we had fights, we had fires, we had everything we wanted, and nothing worked. Hell, life is great, right? So we wanted to do a chill stream. We showed off a lot of toys. It was a fun time. It was an incredible time. If I sort have a Ninja Turtle that I want. Also, I want to get the Gargoyle toys. They were amazing. And let's see what's going on Twitter. That's just me. That's amazing. Perfect. Bravo. That's so terrible. But right now, what else is there to say about the situation? Nothing really. They will keep coming, they will keep coming, they will keep coming. We need to stay. We need to stand. Whatever we do, we need to stand. We need to fight back. I was willing to go to backstage and, just appreciate culture because I love. Not anymore, man. I need to slap some bitches some sense. And that sounds so stupid and is so real. There's so many people so ready to tear us apart. They are so angry. And these people, they are in. I don't get how people in Lucasfilm can go and make this. But then again, I know it is with the full support of Lucasfilm. There's nothing to do about it. Okay, we are fighting them. Bring it. I can stay behind if I see people fighting people. If I see a bunch of corporations blacklisting our names. The reason why there was no chance for Zack Snyder to be associated with Justice League was because Geeks and Gamers is in a blacklist. They hate geeks and gamers. It's part of the troublesome YouTuber cabal that are destroying their plans. So Warner Bros. Spoke. You have a choice. What are you going to say? And we got what we got. But you know what? That made me a bit more conscious about the goods and the bads of the movie as a product. How there's this sensation that I needed to pay attention a lot more. I needed to pay attention every second of the movie. Is maybe a bit irrational, but I wanted to be able to say this sucks or this is great. It's neither. It has a lot of good things. And I guess I'll be speaking about the movie and maybe I'll spoil a bit. I don't want. If you have seen the other Justice League, with the exception of Darkseid, is exactly the same. I'm sorry to tell you, but there's not that much of a change in here. It is Justice League. It's a different version, but it is Justice League. So you have Ezra Miller. He runs like a bitch. He runs like a pussy. He doesn't run like a woman. A woman may run weird if she is a full-on lady, She grew to be a full-on lady. But that running is still something that you can understand. No. Ezra Miller flails his arms like he's one of these inflatable dummies that car companies set outside that. Yeah, someone gonna clip that. Fuck. And yeah, you know what I mean. And it is distracting. I cannot get behind his flash. Also, the whole setup, the whole shit on the Flash. He's studying. He is scrapping by. Then Batman goes to his lair, and his lair is full of. Hey, Silent Unseen! Thanks for coming. You're welcome here, and hey, amazing. Oh man, yeah, is I cannot take that off. Ezra Miller, first of all, has all this tech, has everything. Dude, if you are that good on scrapping PCs, if you are that good at dumpster diving, that you can have almost a Batcave made by yourself with those sick panels with. Why the fuck are you having economical troubles whatsoever? So one point didn't connect with the other, and that distracted me. Then, well, Aquaman, I love the Aquaman on this. I love him. I love the way he interacts with everybody else. I know he's more of a brute, more of a alpha male, and the Aquaman in the old comics is more a bit of a gentleman, of a dandy, you may say. But during a time when Aquaman lost his hand and he got a hook, and he was angry and he was summoning sharks to eat people, and krakens to eat people, I was on board. I was just on board. So, this Aquaman is a bit more of that angry brute, but with a bit more of being a rebel. I don't see Aquaman as a rebel. I'm okay with this. I'm fully okay with this Aquaman. The Wonder Woman scene, I like it, except for there's this line that make me cringe, and maybe now I'm too sensitive to positive affirmation towards women in media because everything has become an excess on that. So when Wonder Woman tells the little girl that she can be as strong as her, I was, oh yeah, sure, honey. Sorry, but you know what? At this point, they have soured me so much, and if I had a daughter, I would want her to get that message that you can grow. You can become whatever you want. Well, maybe not whatever you want. If you want to become Godzilla, you may have a bit of a trouble. First, you need to be a lizard, then you need to be radioactive. I don't know how you are getting both of them, but good luck, you know? But I wanted that positive reinforcement. I would want that positive reinforcement for my daughter if I had one. And I would want that for my cousins and such. But hearing that on the movie make me roll my eyes. You were seeing Wonder Woman kicking ass. I was fine with that. And then comes the part, will I be that strong when I grow up? Oh, you can be whatever you want when you grow up. No, you can't. As I say, try to be Godzilla. You'll be disappointed. Yeah, that make me roll my eyes. It's only because I'm too sensitive to that shit. Right now, every single movie has a lot of feminist messaging. So a bit of that right now is poisonous to me. And this is a movie that was made on that time when the poison was injected in the veins of reality. But then, the rest of the movie, Diana is one of my favorite characters. We go then to. Man, that movie was 4 hours long. So. What was again? I don't know. I won't follow frame by frame. This is not IFAP. But yeah, there was only that scene, and from then on, Wonder Woman was flawless. Was almost flawless. The way she interacted with Bruce, she actually had a spark, this romantic spark with Bruce. I love that, and that was dropped in the next scene. Why? I have no idea. The jokes, they were doing jokes that felt like people that are still a bit uncomfortable with each other. I love that. There was a lot of good writing in this movie. There was a lot of good directing in this movie. The aspect ratio was shit. I have a 32-inch 3D TV from 2011 or 12. Something like that. Watching that movie on that TV was hell. Also, if your display is prone to screen burning, you will have permanent black bars on your TV. It's 4 hours. At the 1.5 hour mark, you should change to another array of images that cover the black bars so you can refresh the pixels and don't get any permanent damage. But yes, this is a movie that is made so your panel will suffer the consequences of you seeing the movie. And I guess they didn't even care about that. Samsung surely doesn't care. And they make everyday panels that burn more and more, and maybe that's how the Flash got the panels. They had burned pixels. It can be, you know. I wouldn't care about a few 70-inch panels if they had a bit of whatever. Are they 4K? I mean, give me. Yeah. There was another thing, and I'll go to the final battle with the Flash, and I want to explain why this is the most stupid thing I have ever seen on anything about the speedsters. Be Quicksilver, Flash, you know what the hell, Speedy Gonzales. Ándale, arriba. Yepa. There was this scene where a parademon shoots at the Flash while the Flash is running at max speed. He is approaching the light speed barrier. He is supposed to be going stupid fast. What you see on the screen is this blue line with a clear red dot that is moving not so fast. So you can say that is on slow motion, and that's why it doesn't looks like a blue line with a red line in the middle. That is how it should look. He is approaching speed of light. The parademon shots with this cannon thingy, and he gets near the Flash with the shot, and the Flash flies away in the explosion. That is that is the most stupid thing. If the Flash is at speed of light or near speed of light, 99% speed of light, that at that point he will be impressively heavy. The amount of mass his body is generating is stupid. You know the equation. But for him, the shot will be in slow motion to a point where every second, every millisecond, it's a picosecond. You will have an static bullet touching the ground, then carving a bit in the ground, carving a bit in the ground, carving a bit in the ground every time you come by, because the Flash will be circling around that like crazy. It wouldn't happen in a single instance, in a single impact. For the Flash will be something that is happening again and again and again and again and again, and as he runs by the same event, the same bullet hitting the ground a fuck ton of times, depending on how far the circle how much of a radius the circle has, or how much of terrain he's covering. But even if it is a lot of kilometers, shit don't work like that on physics. For the Flash to get the impact, he will have to be at Mach 2 at best. And I did that night the calculations. He will have to be at Mach 2. The bullet, even if it's at the rate of our most advanced plasma projectiles, we have plasma projectiles. No, Alexander, that actually makes sense, the reversion of time, but I will explain. I'm getting there. Because the Flash at this point was nearly at the point to actually disrupt time. Time is not this constant on the universe that we perceive. It's more like a dimension that we are traversing through. And the amount of mass and position of the quantum field of ourselves determine at which point of that dimension we are moving. So going backwards, if you are going hyper speed, or if you are a black hole that is massively dense, time will bend, time will crash. It is possible for the Flash to go back in time, theoretically. He can be brayed, he doesn't need to run, he can be brayed to a point where reality bends to his will. If you don't know, for example, time passes different on Earth than on space. Why? Because Earth has a massive amount of gravitational pull. So time is bending. Time is literally bending around the Earth. And if Earth were to accelerate, the core will get even more mass. So the acceleration will be even more intense. The sun has a differential of time with Earth, and it is crazy. It is astrophysics is a realm of craziness. It's amazing. Oh, you know physics, dude. Yeah, time doesn't exist at all. And man, this is the best part. That will make sense. But the bullet hitting will not make sense at all. Oh no, you can't travel faster than the speed of light. Light does that all the time. But it is okay. There I will go on full physics, sorry. There is a constant that is the speed of light. But quantically, you can accelerate a photon. How? You break its position on the quantum field. So instead of going straight, how it should be, it starts to bounce. That energy makes it superheat, super dense, and go to shit. That's how you can get a tachyon pulse in a quantum accelerator. And I'm going too deep into physics. You cannot see, but back there, I have a bookshelf. I'm the kind of guy that at 13 used to read physics books for fun. So, yeah, that could happen, but it will be catastrophic to the quantum field of. Okay, you know what the Higgs boson is a super dense particle that pulls other quantum units towards a center. Yeah, it's a concept, and I know I went full on physics. Sorry, I am crazy. I have been studying this shit all my life, and I cannot get tired of it. But anyway. Going apart about the fact that the Flash could travel through the speed of light, even faster than the speed of light, through vibration, breaking the quantum field and accelerating to a point where he is no longer part of this universe and such. He can actually freely move through the barrier of time-space quantum entanglement. Is the same concept as in Avengers, but better explained in Avengers. Better explained in Avengers. Still not correct, but better explained. If he is nearly that speed, and he can run, and he can get hit by a bullet that even if it's at the best speed of our best artillery and we have plasma bullets, not really functional, is not functional hyper hitting an element into a railgun to shot it to hell. It is stupid as fuck, but we do it anyway because we are fun. We are a fun species. That will be 700 kilometers per second. So let's do the math. Let's say he was 99% of the speed of light, so okay. Maybe not doing the physics on stream will be better, but man, you have something that goes billions of times faster than the bullet. How was he hit by the energy? He will be, at that point, quantically, he will be impervious to heat, and he will be hyperdense, so he will be almost at a black hole point of existence. Quite interesting, quite nice. Physics will bend around him, yes, indeed. How a bullet, I don't know, how a projectile that is going okay, 299 billion divided for, don't do the math on here, don't, no, I'm doing it with you guys. Let's see. We have 299 billion 79 2 458. Am I wrong? No, I'm right. 299 79 22 45 8. No, I'm 45 8. Okay, no, I was with an extra 2. Sorry about that. Divided by 700. You have something that is going 428 times faster. And you got a hit. Hey, Silent Unseen, thanks for stopping by. Sorry about the math. I'm this kind of nerd. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know. I'll try not to do math on stream ever again. But yeah, that's the radio, and the hit will be impossible. Thanks for calling me. Sorry, my phone. That logic will apply. The bullet will be a static object that the flash will pass by millions of times. Millions of times. It is stupid, it is idiotic. Hey, thanks very much, Silent Unseen. And yeah. I want to calculate the density of the Flash, but Ezra Miller is a twat, and I don't think he will wait a lot, to be honest. But he will be sinking under the gravity pull of his own energy field. So, given that, at that point I was out of the movie, to be honest. At that point I was, because a lot of physics were bent in, especially on Superman. Superman is a character that doesn't apply to the laws of physics. He is a free radical that goes against any logic. For instance, he flies. How he flies is brute force. Why brute force? I don't know. He was supposed to jump, and then the explanation is that he overcame physics somehow. And I have tried to see in the wiki and in all comic books, is a mess. Superman flies because the writer wants him to fly, and that's all. So in that instance, let's say it is brute force. He is actually projecting the energy he has stored in his cells from the sun to break the barrier of anti-gravity because of sunlight. That will be interesting. That is not impossible. Well, you can actually use an static photon that will be weightless. Not weightless, is near zero, is not completely zero. Photons have a weight, and it doesn't matter because they can phase through anything. Anyway, without the loss of energy, yeah. That's an interesting point. No propulsion, no inertia to counter gravity. Yeah, I can see that. I actually can see that. A near weightlessness state generated by sunlight, by the use of sunlight as a physical object in your body, is not impossible. It's something that I will, if I still had access to my university, I will be trying to. I'm wasting taxpayer money on that. Why? Because reasons. It is fun. It is fun. This is fun. This is incredibly fun. This is what we should be doing, talking about how Superman flies and the basis of his flight on physics, on reality, on because this is how you make a kid want to do something. Okay? When I was a kid, I wanted to have a robot. I got a bunch of car toys that my sister managed to broke, or I broke a few too. So I took the small motors, the small engines, and with constructs. Yeah, gravity doesn't exist either. Is matter bending? No, it is actually matter bending matter, but it is a quite strange concept. The more you are dense, the more the rest of the universe bends around you. It's the property that density has. He could travel time, and that's why the Superman the Reeves moment when he goes around the globe and he go back in time. He is not rotating Earth. He is rotating around the Earth. He is going on that line so he doesn't flies away. And he basically travels through time, and what you are seeing is what he is seeing time in reverse. He is flying faster than the speed of light. That around the planet will be catastrophic because that will incinerate the atmosphere in the first millisecond. Fun, right? Unless he has any kind of energy field that distance him from friction. The Speed Force, I have heard opinions about the Speed Force doing that. I'm not really sure about Superman. I don't know how he works. Okay, then I didn't get what they were doing on the ship, on the mothership from Man of Steel. Yeah, I know they are trying to replicate the experiment that Luthor did to generate life again. He's not stopping the planet. He's going around the planet at a speed faster than light. The issue there will be at near light speed. He will actually generate so much heat that the atmosphere will burn up. But after that, he is not turning the planet. He is actually going around the planet, and what he is seeing is the planet in the time that he is experiencing, that is reverse, moving in the opposite direction because time is going in the opposite direction for him. That's the at least my explanation of that event. My interpretation of the event, because if Superman was turning the world around, that will kill everything and everyone instantly. First of all, you stop the planet, everyone goes flying to fuck. Then the hyperdensity of the core will collapse, so a lot of what is the mantle will fly away and the planet will become just this bunch of rocks flying at max speed throughout space in the most catastrophic way possible. Will be brilliant. But it will be deadly for everyone on Earth. Anyway, on the mothership, they were doing the experiment, but didn't experiment the same experiment that Luthor did will generate another doomsday. Okay, they are using the mother box, that the mother box can store a quantum state of something to reentangle it to a previous position. Okay, so they are still using the same method as Luthor, so maybe the ship will create a monster. This is something that I need to speak with someone that understands this film a bit more. But it will be a fun time. Superman Black. I miss the mullet. If you have read The Death of Superman, he comes back with Kryptonian weapons and with a mullet, and he looks back as with facial hair and everything. He's great on that comic. Maybe for... We had a Superman with a Man of Steel with a bit of facial hair and such. It's not enough. I need my mullet Superman in the black costume. The black costume was rad. The fight scene, they countered a scene from the downfall of Darkseid with a scene of the triumph of Superman. How? It is Hercules or it is Zeus, the one that with an axe almost killed Darkseid. He comes with a clean cut in the shoulder of Darkseid, and you can see the axe is fully into the flesh. You can see a lot of gore. It is amazing. Then, when... I will love a redneck Superman. We are getting a gay Captain America instead, man. And, Darkseid is about to kill someone with... is about to kill Cyborg with an axe. With his axe. And Superman descends from the sky and intercepts the blade with his shoulder. And he is unharmed. That right there is amazing storytelling on a movie. That is great. That is contrast. You are seeing the positions of the characters. You are seeing the wheel of fate working in this. And okay, that happens. I love that. I loved almost every single scene where Jason Momoa was there was amazing. The banter that he had with Ben Affleck's Batman, it was great. Seeing Martian Manhunter, I hoped something better. The design left me underwhelmed. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, it's underwhelming, man. There's some incredible moments on the movie. There's some lame ass moments on the movie, and I don't know what to say about it because if I will have to rate it, it will be an 8. And that's not amazing. That is good enough, not amazing. And for a movie that was this hype, it, for example, the scene of the nightmare where Darkseid is fighting Superman and you can see the Omega beams. If you had a bit more of action there, a bit more of movement there, that scene will have been amazing. You can see Superman with Lois on his arms as a corpse. All that. Yeah, man. All that was. There was so much amazingness out there. But then it was a huge trailer for another movie. Because a lot of the things that were in this movie were inconsequential to the movie itself. Whatever happens with, and we saw the anti-life equation. Okay, Darkseid wants the anti-life equation that has always been the same. I like it. But that is there in the ether. All that storyline is in the ether. It doesn't goes on. So it's a bit of a disappointment having that. It's a bit of an issue for me having that. I don't like a movie that is a trailer. I like a movie that is a movie. And this was a 4 hours trailer for another movie that will never happen. So it was a waste of time in that regard. If they had Man Up made good 1/2 hour and get inside a Darkseid fight. Tease us with a next confrontation, but make something that we can taste. We can savor, we can get excited about. I can see that, but in this particular instance, it doesn't work because we know there won't be a next movie and it will suck. It is like I have one of my favorite animes is Spice and Wolf. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. But the series was never finished. The manga and the light novel, it is finished. I know there's an ending for the story, but I wanted to see it on the anime. The anime has 2 wonderful seasons, incredible seasons. It covers a lot of economics, it covers a lot of society and politics on a medieval setting, it is amazing. Also, Horo is the perfect woman. She's a wolf. It doesn't end. It ends in a cliffhanger that gets you fucked up for a long time. And the Snyder Cut is like a bad anime, like a good anime with a bad ending. You know, there's something else to happen, like Alita. If you see the movie Alita, it ends with Alita with the sword facing toward the enemy, and it is great, and we will never see what happens with Alita ever again. So that moment is amazing until you realize it leads to nothing. There's no continuation, no story, no nothing. It ends there. For that to be an ending is a bad ending. It's a good mid-roll. It's a bad ending. This movie had a good amount of mid-rolls. It didn't have an ending, a proper ending. Because the whole issue was Darkseid is coming to Earth. Okay, Darkseid failed once on Earth. Okay. Steppenwolf comes to prepare the place for Darkseid because Steppenwolf is trying to regain his honor, yada yada yada. I'm okay with that. I'm fully okay with that. But then Steppenwolf feels like this side character. He feels like this almost mid boss. You know there's a bigger boss, you know there's a bigger fight, you know what's going on. This feels like a mid boss. Darkseid is there. I want to see Darkseid. I thought, okay, we have a couple minutes of Darkseid at least. The portal is there. They chop the head off. The head falls to Darkseid. He stomps it, and the portal closes, and that's it. It is a trailer. It is a 4-hour trailer. A good 4-hour trailer, good enough, yes. 7.5 trailer. But as a movie, it has a lot of wrong there. But also there was a bunch of good stuff, you know. Okay, the way they used Martian Manhunter, it was crap. The second appearance of Martian Manhunter, that he goes to Bruce Wayne and tells him, hey, I can fight with you if you want. I love that. The design was shit. The design of the character was shit. Absolutely shit. The eyes, the face, it looked like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, the movie. The Dragon Ball Farce movie that came from the United States. You know what I'm talking about. It was that Piccolo. And that's the part that it doesn't really gel with me. The design was too poor. Martian Manhunter has a bit more of a naturally eerie sensation, and this was more like a xenomorph. It was a bit of a waste of a good character, also, if you are getting Martian Manhunter, but I get it is a bunch of Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg. Cyborg I didn't hate. I was ready to hate Cyborg with all my life. I wanted to see Cyborg go down in flames. Ray Fisher was not half bad. Yeah, he was a brute and I needed my booyah. But I kinda liked his acting. The CGI was off. The face animation was off. It didn't feel like his face belonged in the body. It was almost like you expected the face to fall off at one point. Then the way he acted, the way he did things, the way he fought, it was quite interesting. It was visually pleasing in a lot of ways, and I like that. I was on board for Cyborg. Ezra Miller, I can no, sorry, no, he needs to go. He needs to go away, be rewritten in that continuity, and I don't know. He is my biggest problem. He's traveling through time. I have no issue there. What I have issue is the fact that all the drama was needless. His light speed, and somehow this happens. It is stupid. So stupid. Also, if he's near speed of light, why did you need Superman to save Cyborg? Because you will have Flash appear as a flash of light, reach Cyborg, and it's the end of it. You cannot see the path of a ray of light. You can only see it hitting the target. So this was idiotic at best. Lex Luthor, I don't like that Lex Luthor whatsoever. I dislike him a lot. It's a weight of a character, because the actor is, I don't like him. That said, it is supposed to be Lex Luthor Jr., right? So he is not the full-on Lex Luthor. He may be a way to get to the real Lex Luthor that will be a badass old bald man. Maybe, but I don't. Sorry, this is not my Luthor. It's not my Luthor. Yeah, that's it. There was a bunch of cameos. Good enough. The final scene with the Joker was bloody amazing. And now I get why they wanted the Joker to be Jared Leto to be the Joker. It works a lot. He is a more pasty Joker. He is not this badass cunning Joker. Something like you will expect to see in a Killing Joke movie. A bit more slim, a bit more fine, the way he acts, a bit more sober, a bit more grotesque. No, this is a radically different Joker. This is the kind of Joker that gets into your skin by being an annoying twat. And I get, because he got into under Batman's skin, and I loved that scene when he goes, "You will not kill me. You will not be able to live without me." It was on point, on point. Props to that. I want a full movie about that. That was a great injustice moment. Also, seeing Superman fall from the sky and he's this evil version. Yes, yes, please. Why this was not a huge chunk of the movie, I don't know. This being a huge part of the movie will have make everything amazing. Just think about this. You have the whole movie about all the crap that is going on. Instead of that, you have half of the movie in the other dimension, in the other reality, and you get bits and pieces, bits and pieces, bits and pieces of both realities until you get to the final point where one needs to turn into the other. And the actions of the Flash or Batman or Superman, something will change everything drastically and create another timeline. So you have a look to the future, and the future is chaotic, and you have a look to the past, and you don't get how this goes so wrong, and then you start to build up in one, you start to discover what happened. In the other, you are reflecting what's happening in real time. You are seeing it happen, but you are getting the context of the whole transformation in the dark reality. Then you meet at a point and you take the decision. That is a good way to convey that point of the movie. Why? It's a lot of wasted potential. This is an exercise on wasting potential, and that's sad. It could have been amazing, just amazing. The Joker getting under Batman's skin because he killed a Robin. We don't know if it is Jason Todd or Dick Grayson, or I feel like it is Dick Grayson, maybe. Just maybe. And him mocking Batman. Oh, that was amazing. Just amazing. That extra scene made the movie great for me at the end. But then when they were about to revive Superman, I was looking to my phone when Lois Lane was mopping around. I was looking to my phone. I got disconnected a lot. So I know there's a great movie there. It was not made a great movie. And what a this is the last time we will ever have Henry Cavill as Superman. I can bet you that. We have seen what the studios think about us, what they have said about us, what they want from us. They know that the whole Cavill is Superman movement is from our side, and it will not happen ever again. That's the nature of this war, that's the nature of what's going on. It is what it is. There comes the next part. What are we doing next? For instance, I'm writing. I'm translating some of my old writing to English, and I'm writing a bit on English too. I want to see what I can get from there. If it's a good story, I would like to seek a good comic book artist to draw it. Maybe do a GoFundMe, a Indiegogo, whatever it is. That is something that I'm thinking about. And I want to use a lot of the proto SJW storytelling done right. A lot of the shit they are doing can be done right. Reaching into feelings can be done right. Explaining motivations through pain, it can be done. It can be done. Why they are not doing it is another thing. What completely? I don't get it. I just don't get it. But I want to see more of our community doing this. I want to see more of the community in general, the whole fandom community. This is no longer about the Star Wars, and I don't see it being about the Fandom Menace anymore because the Fandom Menace is falling apart again. So the static portion of all the equation is us, the fans. And the fans need to start doing shit. Need to start creating. I love the idea. I love the concept of us creating the next music, the next comic books and movies and TV series and animation. I want that. I want that from us. I know we can do it. I know we can make this amazing. But for that, we need to actually do the work. We need to do the work daily. And that's something that I cannot ask from everybody because everybody has their own lives. Some people like me, I'm a freelancer. I can go and do whatever I want. If everything that I'm working on, I have a contract on, it's done, it's done. I'm free. I can do whatever I want. I can write. I can. If you have a work from 8 to 4 or 8 to 5, you have not that amount of liberty to so yeah, I guess boredom will be the source of a lot of good material here. We are going to be a bunch of weirdos. Enjoy it. Please enjoy it. I know, we are a bunch of weirdos. It will be fun. Whatever comes next, it will be fun. Whatever we are doing, it will be amazing. If you doubt that, just watch the Problem Bean doing the song with one of Us's rants and getting into the Billboard. That's us. That is us as a community. We are full of people frustrated about creativity not being used properly, so we are overflowing with creativity. We are overflowing with ideas. If the studios, instead of taking shot at us and making hit pieces about how our theories harm their precious WandaVision, there was a hit piece about us saying that we created the lesser reception of WandaVision by thinking too much about the show, by wishing too much about the show. We should be content with whatever we get. No, we don't. And since they are not doing a good job, we can do it for them. If we are doing it for them, we are getting the money. Screw you, Disney. Screw you, Warner Brothers. Screw every single of the big houses. You don't want our money? We'll give each other our money. That's how this works. And it's fun. It's bloody fun, trust me. It is bloody fun. And that's the situation. That's our current situation. And, well, I guess that's it. That's it for today. I wanted to speak about my frustration with the current situation. I did. I wanted to speak about the movie. I did. I will want to speak about other things, but I think that's for another podcast altogether. For now, I thank you for being around, being here. Really, thanks for being here, being in the fandom. Not only here in this channel, being in the fandom, being part of our communities. Going to Vigilante, Williamsons, and Drunk Tripio, and Latinos Land, and Midnight Sage, and Netrotic. This is making us stronger. This is building a real community. An international, fully efficient, self-sustained community. If there's something Hollywood fears, is that. So, they betrayed us, they let us alone. We're doing this by our own, and we can. Trust me, we can. Just see how much we have done in 3 years, man. 3 years. It's amazing. It's bloody amazing. And it is because of our combined strength. So keep doing it. And thank you for being in this channel in particular. I give you a lot of thanks of love, because it is good being able to speak about these things. It is good to be able to speak to you. It is fun. Let's keep having fun, please. Let's keep doing fun stuff. Man. See you next time. This has been Progressive Park. And I don't know. Go and watch something fun. Do me a favor. Go and watch something fun.
It is man.